Meat sticks.
Me and my meat sticks. Every time I'm on video, I'm eating meat sticks.
Yeah. Jam21 loves his meat sticks. We're at Terrible's Casino.
Really
See if you can see this. That does sound bad. Terrible's Casino, between about halfway between Laughlin and Las Vegas. You were asking about strategy. I said I'm focusing mostly on slots, except I have to. It's a tradition. I have to play blackjack at El Cortez. And we talked about we might have a little contest to see who gets kicked out the fastest. Whoever survives the longest, or whoever gets kicked out first, I should put it that way, buys dinner.
At El Cortez, no.
No, at the hole in the wall. And I know, like, I think locals really don't like that place at all, but and my brother didn't like it, but I like it, and Paul, who's been on this channel before, he likes it a lot. So
Decided to try it. You've been building it up.
it's it's not the greatest place you've ever eaten at, but it's just I think it's kind of cool, and it's just sort of a tradition for me now. So
It is called Hole in the Wall.
yeah. So
We should still try to find that shortcut you're talking about.
well, yeah, through the desert here. Yeah, we do have 4-wheel drive, so we could just figure out how to get to Vegas as the crow flies, and just drive right through. A lot of holes out there, I hear. A lot of holes in the desert. All right. Yeah, I've been here before. Fiesta, yeah. This is Henderson. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think so. Oh, there's nobody here, is there?
It looks like it's closed, my friend.
Okay.
All right, well, we got
An hour. Well, it's all right. This thing will reroute us. Yeah, that's definitely closed. Damn. So Henderson's not open. I figured we should talk about how Jam21 broke his cherry at El Cortez.
At an $800 loss.
Well, yeah, but tell them about the what was the bet?
Oh yeah. Whoever got kicked out first, whoever lasted the longest was the winner. But whoever got kicked out first had to buy dinner.
Had to buy dinner. Yeah. So I got to have a burrito on the street.
Yeah, that was a weak dinner I bought you. I owe you differently for that.
No. That's fine. That's fine. It was a good burrito. Some good street food.
That was definitely a hole in the wall.
Yeah. Well, then we went to the hole in the wall too. That was good. So I just thought we'd talk about the trip a little bit. We came out to Laughlin, and then we drove from Laughlin to Vegas, and then back, and we sort of commuted a couple days. All comped, of course. This is like my first, like, everyone here calls it a charter, but this is what they used to call like a junket, basically, where the casino flies you in, your hotel's free, the airfare is basically free. I had to pay some sort of airport tax, I guess. And food was comped, at least while I was here. But anyway, that's what we did. And it was a combination of machine play and blackjack. Yeah, so it was not a good in terms of actual results for Jam21, and I had the exact opposite. We almost could have, like, if we would have known this, Jam could have just given me what he lost, and then we could have just not, we could have saved the trip, and it would have come out to about the same.
Yeah. It was just bad variance. I mean,
yeah.
Even on, quality machine plays, and, I mean, blackjack's blackjack. That's just gonna happen.
Now, did you do better on blackjack though?
I would have theoretically done better on blackjack if I wouldn't have played.
Did you still have a net loss on blackjack though, or did you actually win on blackjack?
After ending my session tonight, it'd be a net loss.
But before that, you were up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, significantly.
And so you probably should have spent more. Well, we not necessarily. We don't know, but yeah. In other words, you're thinking if you would have spent more time though on blackjack, probably would have had a better result.
Well, the hard part is when we're in Vegas, the game is such crap.
Yeah,
you know, you're not finding good games. You have to get off the strip and downtown, and
downtown's better. So El Cortez, I guess that's the main thing I wanted to talk about. So the deal was whoever gets kicked out first buys dinner, and you lasted until you.
I lasted an hour almost on the dot.
Okay, and then they still didn't say anything to you cash in your chips at the cage, right?
No, so I was cashing out at the table.
Oh, at the table you were coloring up. Okay.
Coloring up, yeah. And then she just kind of whispered something to me, young man, you can no longer play blackjack.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah.
Which is ridiculous because the spread was really a 1-4.
And this was the pit boss that told you this?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you remember it was the $50 table minimums. So I don't know if there's...
Were you at the $50 table when this happened? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So they were watching you, and you were the only player. Because $50 is really unusual for El Cortez. They almost never have a $50 table.
There was some other people playing, but I mean, one guy was just obliteratedly drunk, and then the other one was just a young kid who'd hop in and out at once in a while. But I mean, the counts never progressed really high to warrant major jumps, so it was a lot of flat betting and.
Really? So you weren't even increasing your bet much?
No, it was a lot of true ones. That's about it.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't moving a lot of money.
And you were losing?
800.
And they stopped you from playing blackjack?
Yeah. Well, they didn't necessarily stop me. Like I said, I got sick of getting my ass handed to me. So.
You colored up, and that's when they told you.
I put a stop loss to it. And...
So you were leaving anyway.
Yeah.
And then they decided to tell you that you can't play anymore.
Yeah, which, whatever.
That's really kind of strange, because I played for more than double that.
Right.
And I was playing on the single deck game, but it was a $10 game.
Mm-hmm.
And I lasted, this was like the longest I've ever lasted at El Cortez. And I think it's because I sort of changed my strategy halfway through. I changed count systems because I realized, well, I need to be tracking the aces in a single deck game because it makes a big difference if there's no aces left, you know. So I switched to high opt one with a ace side count, and I also would vary my starting bet. So on the initial round, I would bet all different amounts. Sometimes I'd bet 50, sometimes I'd bet 25, sometimes I'd bet 10 or 15. It was always different, and then even when I increased my bet with the count, there was no real rhyme or reason to it. I didn't make my bets exact. You know, I still had an edge, but I didn't worry about like, oh, I should be betting two hands of 75. Sometimes I would just bet one hand of 100, or sometimes I would bet two hands of 75, or sometimes I'd bet two hands of 100. Just whatever seemed comfortable and like natural to do, you know. So I tried to make my bets more natural, and I'm just guessing that might be why I lasted longer. What got me kicked out was taking insurance. And I only took insurance like 3 times, and all 3 times the dealer had blackjack. And never did the dealer have blackjack, and I did not take insurance other than if it was a 10, unless it was a 10 up instead of an ace up, you know. And they didn't offer me the insurance, but I basically called the insurance bet perfectly. I mean, it just worked out that way, and I think that's what tipped them off. And they came and pushed my bets back and said, "I'm sorry, but you can't play blackjack here anymore." And
yeah, I was surprised that she said anything. I mean, they're eyeballing the shit out of me, but even like the guys at the table were like, "Oh, you're leaving?" I'm like, "Yeah, they told me I can't play blackjack anymore." And they're like, what? So there was, like I said, I wasn't moving a lot of money around.
Right.
But
no, it doesn't take much there though.
No.
I mean, a $50 table, $50 a hand is a lot of money to them.
Yeah, so it was expected, but
yeah. Well, we didn't think either one of us were going to last an hour even. So
I was thinking 20 minutes tops.
right, because you hear all these stories.
Yeah.
And I've been kicked out in like 18 minutes before, you know. So, and so like this 2 hours, that's like a record for me at El Cortez. So, all right. Well, I just wanted to wrap up the trip a little bit. You got anything else you want to say?
No, I think that really sums it up.
All right, cool. All right.